Shady's back, tell a friend. Guess we're back, guess we're back, guess we're back.
Hello there, WeirdShady here, ready for a quick unpack where we take on one small moment and emotionally ruin ourselves with it in the same process. Let's talk about Logan, and specifically the moment where Logan is dying, holding Laura's hand and quietly says,
This is what it feels like.
There's no big speech present, there's no heroic monologue spoken, just one tiny sentence that means so much for everyone that has followed the X-Men movies from start to finish, or at least up to this point. The end of Wolverine's journey practically destroys me every time I watch it. Because that line isn't about pain, something that Wolvie has felt his entire life, and it has been a long life at that. For Logan, pain has always been the default setting. Physical pain, emotional pain, loss, regret. That's his entire existence. He's been stabbed, shot, poisoned, experimented on, and forced to outlive everyone he's ever cared about. Suffering is the only thing that's ever stayed consistent in his life. But this moment, this is different. For the first time in his life, Logan can truly speak from a place of true love. This is the first time Logan dies for someone, and it's not because of what he is, but because of who he chooses to be, out of love. Laura isn't a mission. She isn't a responsibility he was ordered to take. At least not anymore. Now, she's family, even if he spent the entire movie trying to deny it. And when he says,
This is what it feels like.
he's realizing something devastatingly simple. Finally! This is what it feels like to matter to someone. Not as a weapon, not as a legend, and absolutely not as an experiment, but as a father. So you could say that this is what it feels like to actually care about someone who shares the same qualities that Logan does, but still having the opportunity to become better than what he sees himself can become. But what makes it hurt even more is that Logan doesn't get this realization earlier. He gets it at the exact moment it costs him everything. His body is failing, his healing factor is toast at this point, and for the first time in his life, he can't walk it off. And that's kind of the tragedy of Logan as a character. He survives everything, except the one thing that finally has the chance to give him his life meaning. Hugh Jackman's performance sells this completely. There's no grand hero pose here. His voice is weak, his eyes are tired, his blood is everywhere. And when he says that line, it doesn't sound like relief, it sounds like a quiet surprise. Like he genuinely don't know this is an option for him. And that's why this moment hits so hard. Logan doesn't die feeling powerful, he dies feeling connected. He finally understands what people have been fighting for this whole time: love and legacy. Someone remembering you for who you were as a person, not what you did as a weapon. And honestly, that makes it one of the most human deaths in any superhero movie. Forget all about the explosions and victory lapses. Here's a broken man realizing, far too late, that he wasn't alone after all. And now he can finally rest, which he's been looking for his entire life. Fare thee well for now.